Jai Hind everyone. Water has always been a point of contention between India as well as Pakistan. But when the Indian government recently announced that they would move ahead with the work upon the Chenab-Beas Link Project, now Pakistan claims that this project will have dangerous implications for Pakistan's economy and it could violate the Indus Water Treaty, but that Indus Water Treaty which is already in abeyance. Now, this Chenab-Beas Link Project is an infrastructure scheme which is connected with the Chenab River. Now, essentially, this project will be built in Himachal Pradesh and this will be built as at an estimated price of around 2,600 crore rupees. Now, when we move ahead with what this project will bring for India as well as Pakistan, one thing is very clear that this project, no matter what, has already taken up the tensions between the two countries to the next level. Now, when India declares that it will be building the Chenab-Beas Link Tunnel in Himachal Pradesh, Pakistan has given very sharp reactions. And Pakistan says that it is a grave violation of the Indus Water Treaty. So today in this session, I'll break down for you what effectively this project is and how this project will have bigger geopolitical concerns in the times to come. Now, starting ahead. Now, this project essentially becomes very, very important. Now, why does this project becomes important? Now, this project that has already rattled Pakistan, okay, Pakistan has been suffering after the PM's actions post Op Sindoor, wherein he had declared that water and blood cannot flow hand in hand. So, it is the situation where Pakistan has already been suffering due to the abeyance of the Indus Water Treaty. But this Chenab-Beas Link project, which is an infrastructural development project, will essentially comprise of an 8.7 kilometer long tunnel. Now, what this tunnel will do is the tunnel that will be made that will divert extra water from the Chenab basin into the Beas River. And it will be linked to the Indus River system that I think all of you knows comprises Chenab, Jhelum, Rewar, Ravi, Beas and Satluj. Okay. Now, this project also popularly called the Link 3 project. Okay. Along with this, it will also have a 19-meter high barrage on the Chandra River. Now, this will also be built in Himachal Pradesh. Okay. And essentially, as it has been reported by various newspapers, okay, this barrage will be built at an elevation of over 10,000 feet, okay, and the Stilin basin will be built atop a deep upstream, okay, and this will be it will have fortified bank-side power intake structures as well, okay. Now, with this 8.7 kilometer long tunnel, water diversion tunnel will go through the Pir Panjal ridges, okay, and it will be supported during the construction by the horizontal axis adits that will be made. Clear? So, this water tunnel will be somewhere closer to the Atal tunnel at the Rohtang area, okay. Now, when we go through the basic facts about this, okay, so this Chenab-Beas Link Tunnel will be popularly called the Link 3 project. Location is the Lahaul Valley, the Lahaul Spiti district in Himachal. Key feature is an 8.7 kilometer long tunnel plus barrage, okay, and barrage I have already told you around 19 meter, and you will see that this essentially will be built at an elevation of 10,300 feet, okay. Now, the purpose is to divert surplus Chenab water to the Beas basin. Water transfer is somewhere around 1.9 million acre feet annually, and this will be part of a 2,600 crore package. Okay. Now, the starting date will be August 1, 2026, and it will be expected to be completed by July 31, and it will have potential of 4,000 megawatt hydropower generation. Okay. So, one thing, when we go ahead with the fundamentals, okay, this project will be officially called the Link 3 project, okay, Chenab-Beas Link Tunnel Project. Now, the core purpose even though, is to divert approximately 1.9 million acre feet of water. Okay, but this entire project is not just about water transfer. It also has got significant hydropower potential. Okay. So in this situation, India already has a win-win situation. Okay. Now, when we talk about the strategic importance for India, okay, now the question comes that why is India investing into this? Okay, so Chenab River is carrying a huge volume of surplus water. Okay, and this surplus water now currently flows unused into Pakistan. Okay, with this project, it will allow India to optimally utilize its share under the Indus Water Treaty that already is benefiting Pakistan. Okay, now this surplus water will improve irrigation and hydropower in the northern states of Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, and Rajasthan, and would also help manage sedimentation existing dams at the Salal Dam sediment restoration reservoir capacity. Third, it will support the agricultural productivity and drinking water security for millions, and it is part of a broader plan. Okay, so it will maximize India's rights after the Indus Waters Treaty was put in abeyance. Okay, it was suspended post the Pahalgam terror attacks. Okay, so importantly, we must understand that this project, okay, will boost irrigation and drinking water supply in the northern states, and will also help the long-standing sedimentation issue that has been occurring at the Salal Dam. Okay. Now, when the sedimentation issue will be acknowledged around the Salal Dam, it will restore its storage capacity and also power generation. Okay. So, this project is part of a broader strategy to rightfully maximize the use of water resources, especially after the Indus Water Treaty was suspended. Now, what does Pakistan say on this? Okay. Now, Pakistan's reaction is Pakistan says that it is grave violation of the Indus Water Treaty, and India has been weaponizing water. Clear? So, Pakistan says that India has been using water as a weapon against its people. Okay. Now, in this situation, Pakistan has also complained that India did not formally communicate this to them. Okay. Pakistan says that we have not been provided with prior notice or technical details as required under the treaty. Okay. But to be very frank, this project is not just a technical issue with Pakistan. Okay. They are essentially seeing this project as an existential threat. Okay. Moreover, this project will definitely have existential implications upon the economy of Pakistan that is already suffering. Okay. Largely, it will have dangerous implications for Pakistan's economy as the downstream flow of water will be reduced. Okay. Essentially, when we talk about the legal and the treaty context, so the Indus Water Treaty divides the eastern river Ravi, Beas, Satluj water to India and western to Jhelum, Indus and Chenab to Pakistan. India's original rights limited non-consumptive issue on western rivers. Okay. Next is India's current position is project stays within treaty limits, uses only surplus water. So, India is saying that we have been using only the surplus water. Clear? So, basically, India says that we are limiting to our rights as per the treaty. Okay. Moreover, India argues that the Chenab-Beas project uses only the surplus water and stays within the treaty limits. However, the Pahalgam terror attack, India had placed the entire treaty in abeyance. Clear? So that has to be understood. Now the game changer is the abeyance of the treaty, and PM Modi said blood and water cannot flow together. The international legal ruling says now the Permanent Court of Arbitration ruled India cannot unilaterally suspend the treaty. A significant blow to India legally, but India continues to go ahead with the construction. Okay, so Pakistan has already challenged things at the international level while legal rulings exist. Okay, but India is proceeding ahead with the construction, and India has been asserting over and over again that we have the sovereign right to manage the water resources around the Indus River system. Okay, now this might also have some greater geopolitical implications. Okay, now what all are the geopolitical implications? Indo-Pak relation that are already sour. Okay, India's leverage. Now it strengthens India's control over western rivers, reducing Pakistan's predictability. Treaty stability. Now, long-term survival of this 66-year-old Indus Water Treaty is in doubt now. Pakistan is vulnerable. 80% of agriculture depends upon Indus Basin, 25% of GDP, 40% of workforce, and 240 million people are at risk. Okay. Chinese factor. Now, China has accelerated the Mohammed dam under the CPEC project to help Pakistan counter India. And the global concerns are now this will set a dangerous precedent for water being weaponized in a climate stressed region. Okay. So, on a greater scale, if we see, as of now, the project has only been making difficulties for Pakistan. Okay, and since China has officially been a godfather of Pakistan, China has to interfere, and China has already started interfering in this. Clear? Now, this marks a new frontier in the Indo-Pak tensions. Okay, earlier it was primarily a border issue. Okay, it was around the politics that Pakistan had been playing with the people of Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir, but now this adds a new front to the problems. The weaponization of water as per the sympathizers of Pakistan. Now, by asserting a greater control over the western rivers, India has already gained the strategic leverage. Okay. Moreover, this strategic leverage adds pressure upon Pakistan that has already been under a fragile economy. Okay. Moreover, this could also lead to internal instability. Meanwhile, China has started to use them. Clear? Now, what is India's position and how India continues to go forward? Now, India's official stand is the project is legal and aimed at optimal utilization of India's rightful water share. India will proceed as planned and would target completion by July 2029. It is ready for technical dialogue but firm on the sovereignty issue, focus on sustainable development and the national water security. Okay. Now, the northern states of India that have already been suffering, okay, with the scarcity of water, this project adds some value to their water security. Okay. Now, by making this project, India on one hand is countering Pakistan strategically and diplomatically, but on the other hand, we are also planning to resolve problems that have been arising before us. Clear? So, the government has been maintaining that this project is legal and necessary for the development of our own people. Clear? So, the government has been trying to illustrate the optimal utilization of India's water resources, and this construction will be processed as scheduled with a target of completion by July 2029. Okay. Moreover, India has already expressed the willingness for all sorts of technical dialogue, but will not compromise on the sovereignty or water security for itself or development of critical infrastructure for its people. Okay. Now, lastly, we can see that what are all the things that have to be watched for. Okay. Now, there has legal stalemate, the likelihood is very high. The consequences is India builds and Pakistan protests, no resolution. Economic warfare escalation, it has got some medium to high chances because Pakistan's economy has already been suffering. Okay. Direct military conflict, relatively low. Now, any attack on Indian infrastructure will be an act of war, and nuclear deterrence will limit any sort of escalation. Now, complete treaty collapse, there are very less chances, okay, medium to very less chances, because India had formally repudiated the treaty and regional water chaos has arisen, okay. But India has always been sympathetic towards the people of Pakistan. Okay, now this development underscores a new reality. Okay, water is increasingly becoming the new battlefield in South Asia, and India has prepared itself legally, technically, and strategically. Clear? So, from India's side, the message is very clear. Okay, message is very clear that water is the new battlefield and India is prepared for it. So India would not go back from what all declarations have been made by India. Okay, lastly, in this situation, India has also made one thing clear that whatever strong reactions have been triggered from Pakistan, okay, it India says that it would not bow down. Clear? So this Chenab-Beas Link project is not an engineering project; it is a strategic signal. Okay, and India has decided that its water security cannot be held hostage because India had signed some treaty by some 66 years ago. Okay, in a different environment. Okay, now especially when India has been suffering due to the cross border terrorism from Pakistan. Okay, so India would not bow down in any situation. Okay, Pakistan sees this as an existential threat. Okay, but the world is watching as the 21st century's most essential resources now are being transformed into the weapons of this era. Okay, so this is something that is that is being strategically used. Okay, moreover, we can also see that with India approving this project, okay, we have seen that Indian companies, okay, so this project will be built by the National Hydroelectric Power Corporation. NHPC will be undertaking this project. Okay, moreover, this project, through this project, India is also eyeing to stabilize the Salal reservoir. Okay, so we have seen that we have been observing this through decades, okay, that due to the sheer volume of sediment that the Chenab river is carrying from the Himalayas, okay, the Salal water reservoir already gets sedimented. Okay. Moreover, this project will divert water when needed and would also remove the accumulated sediment from the reservoir by a bypass mechanism that will also be built. Okay, so we have seen that Pakistan and India had signed this treaty in 1960. Okay, and this treaty had divided some 6 rivers between India and Pakistan. Okay, so in this situation, we have seen that this is something not new. Okay, Pakistan has frequently objected to India's dams and hydropower projects on the Western River, and Pakistan has already cited potential adverse impacts upon the water security. Clear? But as of now, India's stand is very clear that Indus Water Treaty remains in abeyance. Okay. Moreover, there have been a few environmental experts also, okay, which have cited environmental reason to urge caution about the area in the Chenab-Beas project. Okay, so in this, the experts have noted that the region has been facing unprecedented climatic disasters over past 4 5 years. Okay, so there have been landslides, there have been flash floods, cloudburst, glacial lake outbreak, earthquake, and the river flow has also been changing rapidly. Clear? So the eminent scientists have also been saying that there have been an increasing threat in the Chandra Basin region. Okay, and they say that this area is a disaster-prone region in the Himalayan. Okay, and this has got multiple risks which do not sit side by side but routinely mix each other. Clear? So even though this project, India will continue ahead with this project. Okay, Pakistan's concerns are the usual concerns that Pakistan has been making. Okay, but I'm quite sure that the government of India would acknowledge the environment concerns that have been raised by the scientists, and that would also have a direct implication upon the safety and security of the people living in those areas. Clear? So please do let me know what all are your views upon India building this project, India going ahead with this project. Okay, and how do you see this project greatly affecting Pakistan? Okay, do let me know in the comment section. Now, secondly, the GS Foundation batches. Okay, GS Foundation batches have now been launched in English language by StudyIQ IAS. Okay, English. So the last date to get yourself registered is 10th of June, and you may use the code SRM Live to avail maximum discount. Clear? So this was all from my side today. We'll see you all in the next session. Jai Hind.